Mammoth Cave National Park, located in the southern portion of Kentucky, contains the longest cave in the world that has been explored. The Civilian Conservation Corps worked to make Mammoth Cave visitable from 1933 to 1942. These men got paid $1 a day to do labor-intensive work. Let's see what was going on at Flint Ridge, the New Entrance, Joppa Ridge, and Maple Springs in the 1930s.
Greetings, I am Logan Bollinger, and I will be presenting the Mammoth Cave Flint Ridge local paper. To start off this segment, I will be announcing the news contest, which just by making funny cartoons, sketches, or articles, you can earn up to 5 packs of cigarettes. The rules for the contest are written in the Mammoth Eagle paper. There is also a ping pong tournament taking place in the recreation hall. Different barracks will play against each other for the company championship. Now, time for a laugh. So recently, my brother has been working with 3,000 men under him.
Really? Where?
He's been mowing grass in the cemetery. In interesting news, more info about the Mummy Project has been introduced. 2 guides, a part of the works crew in Mammoth Cave, discovered the desiccated body of a prehistoric miner, which has attracted scientists and scholars. Lastly, as of March 30th, 1936, it is the 3rd birthday of the Civilian Conservation Corps. As a celebration, the Whoopee House was filled with guests who had invitations from mail, telephone, posters, and by people who were invited to join the celebration. And that is all for Flint Ridge Camp. Thank you for tuning in.
Hi, my name is Corinne. My team members, Hannah, Tristan, and I will be giving you information on the New Entrance local paper. The CCC portion for this area was known as Company 543. Company 543 had lots of projects going on. They were building stone warehouses next to the utility area. They built picnic tables and new fire pits, and an amphitheater pretty similar to the one near the Mammoth Cave Hotel, and it was all supervised by Roy Barnes. And update, all moving parts around the mill have been shielded to prevent any accidents, but it is still recommended that those around the mill wear safety glasses. Now be sure to appreciate your surroundings when you come here. Take a minute to enjoy the natural world, and take a minute to recognize all the hard work these men completed in order to feed their families back home. Now on to the cave, Tristan.
Mammoth Cave is located in southwestern Kentucky, close to Bowling Green, Kentucky. It is the largest cave in the United States by explored area. It became a national park in 1925. It used to have 72,000 protected acres. However, not all of the protected acreage was part of the national park. It has now since dwindled to 44,000 protected acres. The park has many historic caves as well as historic memorials that hold paintings and structures that commemorate those who were important that were there before. The CCC newspaper was called The Caveman. It held stories of everything that happened inside the CCC camp as well as many other important events in the United States. Many educational programs to help the CCC workers existed, such as first aid, reading, arithmetic, history, spelling, geography, salesmanship, and many other disciplines. Ceremony information and company slogans were in newspapers, such as Thanksgiving jingles. There were also safety procedures that were inside the newspapers, such as fire, automobile, and wildlife safety. Christianity was a largely practiced religion in the CCC camps, and some interesting things that exist in the Mammoth Cave National Park were the hiking trails, as well as the mummy discovery that occurred.
Some words of inspiration from Company 543. In order to be successful, you must first believe in yourself. To be happy in this world, do not mind or be troubled by little things. Christmas is a major holiday that is celebrated throughout the camp. Company 543 loves to host Christmas dinners out of a 5-star menu. Some items you will find at a Christmas party are roast turkey, mashed potatoes, banana shortcake, apple pie, and of course it wouldn't be a party without cigarettes and beer. Even around Christmas time, gossip continues to spread throughout Company 543. There's a rumor a new sound projector is on its way around the camp, and they're going to be charging a small admission fee. A certain pickup driver was showing some risque pictures of himself to his space friend. She did not care for those photos, and that same girl was seen resting her head on a fellow's shoulder on Saturday night. A first section man was visiting Cave City recently, and he was trying to get a date with a certain woman of the town. After an hour, she told him to go away, boy. You're just a kid. So maybe his curly hair really does make him look younger.
So here's talking about Joe Pirate Motor Trail, about this transformation of Joe Pirate and Mammoth Cave. Highlights of 1935, as you can see. These are some friendly competition and witty banters among the life in the camps. Some joke and witty exchanges among the enrollees. And their dedication and hard work to preserve nature, and how their stories came to life about their humor, poetry, and reflections, and how their words and work echoes throughout the pages of time. So here are some of the camp newsletter and camp updates and events that we want to share with you guys. This is about sports team and their records and scores that they played during their stay, and a page filled with songs that were requested to be showed. A page with joke and a comic, different type of comics as you can see over here. Yeah, and some more about sports. And this is about a dance taking place during the club in the club. A page of comics about politics, how the politics run around during the camp stay. Yep, and that's it. Thank you.
Maple Springs at Mammoth Cave National Park. Maple Springs Group Campground lies on the north side of Mammoth Cave, 6 miles from the Visitor Center, 3 miles from the Green River Ferry. Camp Cade Courier was founded at Maple Springs in 1935 and was used when the CCC were in service. It acted like all the news and updates for the campground. Camp Cade Courier had volumes and number and issues for each volume, and each number issue had a cover page drawing. For example, the one on the left is a sports drawing, the one in the middle is the Thanksgiving edition drawing, and the one on the right is the very first drawing for the Camp Cade Courier. Camp Cade Courier had pages of humors and jokes, but also had pages of memorial and sorrow. The two images on the left include sections called ha-has and a cover page that had funny jokes and drawings, and the one on the right is a memorial dedicated to a camp foreman that passed away. The Courier also kept up with social events, gossip, and sporting events. The one on the left talks about baseball season coming up, the one in the middle talks about the Halloween party, and the one on the right talks about it's a dirt column talking about drama on the campground. Camp Cade Courier encapsulate a vibrant, engaging portrayal of camp life, underscoring camaraderie, humor, and collective celebration.
Maple Springs Division by Fiona Claire Gates, aid by Corrine Burton, Logan Bollinger, Peyton Hall, Hannah Cunningham, Shrikta Adhikari, and Tristan Sandick. About Maple Springs. Maple Springs is a campground that lies north of Mammoth Cave. It's a secluded site that is 6 miles from the Visitor Center, 3 miles north of Green River Ferry. In 1935, Camp Cade Courier was found at Maple Springs, used when the CCC were in service. Pictures were also made in Camp Cade Courier. For example, the one on the top left is the first ever picture drawn, while the one on the bottom is the most iconic in my opinion, with quotes such as, "His expression seems to indicate that he knows quite a bit about athlete's foot." Next are the poems, which the CCC members enjoyed making. This one is my favorite. Of all the fish beneath the seas, my favorite is the bass. Climbs up on their seaweed trees and slides down on his hands and knees by thump dirt feet. There's also one on the right here. And when there's company, there's also rumor news. You can see all the rumors that I've managed to pick up on the bottom here. Some stranger than others, you see. But it's not just rumors that are made. It is also the work that's done there. Salt Caves, for example, had a mummified girl discovered, with famous archaeologist Mr. Alonzo W. Pond taking interest in it. He made the statement that this was the most important archaeological find ever made east of the Mississippi River. And I only need to use 2 sources for this, the Maple Springs Combined Document, and for the picture and campground, the Maple Springs Campground and Picture. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and learned more about Camp Cade Courier in the process.